completing the square when a equals 1. And so when a equals 1 in these types of equations, first thing we do is set up our parentheses for writing the perfect square later. And then we add and subtract the same term in the parentheses, and we leave our last value outside of the parentheses. That's called the c value of a quadratic. So how do we find this term that we add and subtract both times? We get it by dividing the middle term, let's call that b, dividing it by 2, b over 2, and squaring it. So you can see dividing -6 by 2 and squaring it will become -3 squared. -3 squared is +9. And that's what we add and subtract both times. Only ever use the positive term. We move the negative term outside the parentheses. This will give us our trinomial, which will give us our perfect square inside the parentheses. And then we have +8 minus 9. We can simplify that in the next step. It's -1. So in the next step, we'll write our perfect square. And I'll show how we get that. So we have x and something else all squared minus 1. How do we get this term? It actually always comes from b over 2. So b over 2, -6 divided by 2 was -3, so we'll have -3. That's it. So the vertex form would be